Hey, what's going on here? Okay, this is gonna be a weird video to make. I wanted to write like an email about this to my email list, and I feel like I have so much going on in my head that I need to instead do it as a video. And I also feel like people are going to be pissed off, some people, when they watch this video. And I'm using Loom, so the video quality is not as good as it could be, but I'm going to share a bunch of stuff on my screen. So before I do that though, let's just talk about like what is this video about. It's about what I would do instead of copywriting in 2024. And it's an opportunity. The reason it's going to piss people off, I think, is because I don't think most people should become copywriters. That's probably the case before AI, but it's definitely the case now. The landscape is shifting so much right now, and there's more copywriters than ever before, and more people being sold copywriting as biz op than ever before, and it's happening at the worst time possible to become a copywriter because of AI, right? Oh, I say right, you might not know that, but let me kind of talk about what I mean. Let me make this smaller so you can still see me, okay? So when people opt into my email list, they get this email. It's like, hey, this is Stefan, it's really important. Let me know what the number one thing you want to learn is. And I get thousands of these responses every year and hundreds every month. And I just went through and just searched for the subject line, hey, it's Stefan, this is really important, that, for all the replies. And I post them out. I'm trying to do this in a way where I don't show the people's email addresses or names because I don't have to redo the video if I did. But this is like kind of like a variance of these replies I get every time. Okay, I'd like you to tell me all you know about copywriting and how a beginner can land his first big client, including the strategies and methods he can use in this new AI-driven world. Okay, so essentially how to get a client, right? My name is Gabrielle. I would like to be able to receive content about creating direct response copies. Thank you very much. This person, not a native English speaker, that's okay, but we'll come back to some challenges there in a second. I'm super stuck on how to find a client and how to identify whether they need my services or not. What kind of businesses need sales letters and sales pages? Thank you for providing value. Okay. Prospecting, aka getting clients. I want to hear about what strategic offers can be used as fast samples made with AI we can use to get clients, and how to use AI to write fast samples, how to get clients. Copywriting, how to get so darn good at it faster as a newbie. Okay, not necessarily clients, but how to get good because they're a newbie, right? I would like to learn how to not be afraid of IA, I know they meant AI, taking copywriters' jobs, apostrophe not correct there. How to be a copywriter who works with it, not be afraid with it. Thank you for accepting me. Okay, probably not a native English speaker based on this. It's okay. Looking forward to reading your emails. Number one thing I'd like to hear about is finding and closing clients in your niche. All right. So I'll go back to full screen for a minute. This is always the case that I got a lot of people who are looking for clients, but it's even more so now. And again, I see it on X, for example, Twitter, now X. People are getting sold copywriting as biz op at the worst time, like I said, possible. It's the worst time possible for a bunch of reasons, okay? The number one reason is because AI makes you able to write a lot of copy faster, and it's pretty good. And so experienced, really good copywriters are faster, more efficient now who are using AI. Okay, but number two, brands and businesses that used to hire kind of new or intermediate copywriters for email copy, more branded copy, web copy, things like that, a lot of them then use AI, and one person on their team overlooks it, changes it, and then they don't need as many copywriters necessarily, right, for all this output, which means fewer jobs for like the beginners and newbies. Number three, and this is actually really important, and it could be its whole separate video or whatever, is that the structure in the world of direct response, especially the kind of offer structure and funnel structure that works, has changed a lot. And I actually think this is why a lot of businesses in direct response are struggling too. There are a lot that are, because the classical model of put up a video sales letter, send a bunch of eyeballs via affiliates, make sales, or buy via buying media on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, really does not work that well anymore. It works for a handful of the top offers on a place like ClickBank. Yes, you can send traffic to a VSL, but realistically, the brands, companies, offers that I see crushing, and I have a lot in my Copy Starter Mastermind. I just put in 25 new businesses that are all doing between 5 and 100 million a year. And the model that works is a lot of Facebook ads, 1 to 2 minutes, sometimes kind of mid-length VSL that they run as an ad in Facebook, or sometimes even YouTube still, although YouTube penalizes it a lot. By mid-length, I mean like 8 to 15 minutes. And then, it goes from there either to a kind of e-com landing page, a hybrid type of landing page, an advertorial, and then an e-com landing page. But it's not going to a VSL. I think the days of driving traffic to a long-form VSL are numbered, or at least it is not the best strategy, and things are cyclical. Maybe it will be again in 5 years from now, but right now, in general, trying to win with long-form VSLs is a losing strategy. And so that makes a difference both for businesses, but also copywriters who aren't adapting, and also a lot of the stuff you can do for copy, like the short 2-minute ads and hooks and things, can be generated with AI. And so you need fewer copywriters doing that stuff, and businesses haven't figured it out, so they're not sure who to hire. And all that creates issues, right? So the point of all of that is I don't think a good time to be, I wouldn't get into copywriting. I wouldn't come in as a newbie. And I just, it was hard. It was always hard, but it's not only harder now. I just think there's less jobs than there's ever been. And I think there'll continue to be less jobs. And I said that when I first saw AI in late 2022. I was like, most copywriters will be out of a job, right? There's a small handful of the top 10% that will be, doing well, I think, for a while more. But most copywriters I wouldn't become a copywriter. I got a ton of hate. I still get hate from people about this. People go like, oh, that's because he's trying to sell AI trainings and courses. And sometimes I've sold those, and I've got freeadcopy.com and different platforms. But it's a chicken and egg thing. It's like I created these trainings to try to help people so that they can leverage AI, so that they can continue to bring value to the marketplace, so that they can continue to get jobs, and so that businesses can continue to scale. Free ad copy is so people can see what AI is capable of and play with it versus being afraid of it and do it for free, which is why it's called freeadcopy.com. I'm trying to help people, but there's always haters. Well, he's selling that stuff. And it's like, dude, I'm also running an 8-figure peptide company. I've got Copy Starter Pro business owners. It's not how I make my income. I don't make my income by selling warm traffic offers. I make some money from it. It's nice, but that's not how I generate my income. I'm sharing this to try to help people. And so that's that. Okay. So now, with that being said, I want to show you an example, actually, first and foremost. Let me actually, here's the deal. What I would do right now, sorry, I'm gonna pivot on this for a second. So I was thinking about this. I'm like, all right, if I was, coming into the world from scratch, from, not having, not knowing anything about copywriting, maybe not even being a good writer, but I'm trying to make a couple grand a month income, what would I do? And, some people will sell you offer ownership as a biz op thing, like people I'm not gonna name names or go down that rabbit hole, but generally that's a bad idea. It's expensive, it's hard, it's you might be able to make a little bit of money at it. I guess at a really low level. The issue is people if you're trying to make a couple $100 a day as an offer owner running a very small budget on Facebook with some info product or a physical product, you can do it. I mean, a lot of people don't succeed. I don't know that's the best bet, but that is an option, okay? Where I have an issue with is when people talk about 7, 8, 9-figure offers, and then that to me is our businesses. It's hard to do that, right? If it was easy, everyone would be a Deca or a Centimillionaire. It's not easy to do, but you could do that. But to me, I'm affiliates, right? Affiliates make a lot of money. It's kind of nice. You don't have to deal with being an offer owner. You have to have product inventory, set up the whole funnel. It's you just have to drive clicks to another brand and their website, their products, and they're qualified clicks that convert, right? But there's always issues with that historically as well, right? One of the issues is that you are needing to spend media or pay for media, right? You buy Facebook ads, You send traffic for the company, you pay for Facebook or YouTube ads or whatever it is, and you hope that the commissions you make from the clicks you send are more money than what you spend on traffic, right? And that difference is like the margin, and that's what you make. So for example, you spend $10,000 on Facebook traffic to Bob's blood sugar offer, right? Bob pays you for simplicity's sake, a $100 commission. Okay, so you spent $10,000. Bob's blood sugar offer. Basically you make 100 sales, that'd be 10,000. I think 100 times 100, 10,000. You broke even. You make 150 sales, you made $5,000. I really hope I'm doing the math right. I'm doing it off the top of my head. If I sound like an idiot, whatever. I think you get the point, right? So it's like, okay, can I spend $10,000 to make $15,000 in commissions? If I can, $5,000 is my margin. I'm good, right? But hey, I gotta spend $10,000, right? Or I start with like $100 or $200, and I hope I make a sale and I can parlay that back in, but I need to have several good days in a row, or I burn through my money. How do I get more money? It's doable, but it's hard, especially if you don't know media buying. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. Same thing for YouTube, native, all of that, right? Email stuff. If you're new to the world of direct response, affiliate marketing, even e-com, whatever it is, you don't have an email list, then what are you gonna do there? You basically need to go build an email list. How do you do that? If you don't have a lot of money, it's like organic traffic, SEO, try to, viral content, whatever it is, to build a list and then send affiliate offers. That can absolutely work, takes time, all of that. So I'm like, well, affiliates would make sense, but that's like problematic in that, people, it takes a lot of time and money. But then I started looking into like TikTok Shop, okay? And like, you might have heard about how TikTok Shop is blowing up, and heard people talking about it. And one of my friends, he actually was at the first Copy Starter event, but he goes by an anonymous name of Wi-Fi Money Guy. You can find him on Twitter. I mean, I'll pull up his Twitter in a second or something. But he's running this thing called the TikTok Syndicate. They have a Discord. It's a paid group. We connected over some stuff. I went into training for them, and then I'm looking at the wins people are getting as a TikTok Shop affiliate, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty impressive. So let me go to my screen here, okay? So this is like in their Discord, right? And this dude just got suspended yesterday, but made like $7,100 in commissions. This guy went live for 2 hours this morning, made over $1,000 for the day. This guy made $3,200 for commissions on May 8th. He posts a lot, right? May 3rd through the 7th. This guy basically first 24 days. So again, it's not like an overnight get rich thing, but $478. Okay, made some money. This guy making money, right, and so on. This guy's first go live, I think he made $1.1 thousand. First go live, $554. Right, and it goes on and on. So I'm like, all right, a lot of people are doing really well with this. If you go on X and look at people talking about it, which is Twitter, you'll see the same thing. And so it hit me, and I'm like, this is a really good platform for people, because you can essentially start for free. Doesn't cost any money. What I now know, I've dove into it. So here's the spoiler, okay? On next week, I'm going to do a 5-day promotion to my email list, not on Facebook or anything like that, but or YouTube, but to my email list of like, a step-by-step thing of how to do this, which I partnered with my buddy Wi-Fi Money Guy, who runs this group, and it's like literally everything: how to set up an account, whether you're in the U.S. or not the U.S., like international account, how you can sort of buy an account for under $500 if you want to. You don't have to, but that's the way to move way quicker. How to go select products, how to actually write ad scripts, and how to do ads if you want to be on camera or a faceless kind of narrator style. We basically just cover everything. It's like step-by-step how to do this. I'm not selling that in this video, and this is where I know people go, oh, so he's just saying all this because he wants to sell this course, and it's like, I'm fucking not. It's annoying. I just got to deal with it. The people are always, there's going to be skeptical people out there, and there's going to be people who just always think that there's some angle on everything. But I'm not doing it because I'm trying to sell some kind of course. In fact, my wife, I hear her walking down right now, she just got done going live in her closet. I have no idea if she made sales or not, but literally I shared this with her. I'm like, babe, you got to get on this. And she's doing a lot of stuff, and she's like, all right. She bought an account for a couple $100, just did her first go live, shared it with her friend, who's her cousin's wife, who bought an account, already is going live, doing videos as well. Like we're acting on this, right? And she used the training that that I'm selling. But the point is, like, I think it's just like a golden window of time and this opportunity where you can potentially make pretty good money. And I'm not talking about like, necessarily get rich, could be, right? But I'm also talking about like even just a couple grand a month, whatever it is, just shooting videos on your phone. And again, you don't have to buy an account. You can also do it organically. There's other ways to do it for essentially like very like no money, maybe $100, whatever it is. So I'm like, the barrier to entry is really low. The reach on TikTok's amazing. There's a giant marketplace of different products and goods that you can kind of promote. Videos go viral. You have a way better chance of a lot of eyeballs than even buying media or trying to do it anywhere else. And it's still pretty much brand new. So that's why I'm doing that training. But regardless of if you're on my email list, if you see that training, I don't really care. Because I want you to understand, I guess, the reality of the marketplace. And I want you to look at TikTok Shop as an opportunity, regardless of, again, I don't care if you get it from me or not. Okay. So like, let me show you a couple of really interesting things, right? One is, okay, here's a brand, Kiala Nutrition. Okay. If you go to their page, 56,000 followers, 76,000 likes, something crazy. And all of their content is basically just like influencers and people on TikTok talking about their product. And these are ones that they've sort of posted or pinned or whatever, I don't even, whatever it is. So like,
why did nobody tell me that you could buy the Kiala Greens on TikTok Shop right now for only $23? I've been paying like $50 for this every single time. I don't know if this is some TikTok Shop flash sale or how long it's gonna last, but it's literally only $23 right now. I don't even think you need a code because I just looked and it's just straight up like a hack.
Okay, some people don't even do this editing, okay? And like, if you're doing a video like that on your phone, on TikTok Shop, then like a little thing, if you're set up as a seller, little bar comes on the bottom of the mobile phone, like click here, it's got your affiliate link. Every time someone buys Kiala Greens, you get a commission, okay? So, here's what's wild about that, right? So actually I want to show you one more thing. Let me go back to searching them. Kiala Nutrition, okay? Another thing is, this video here, 1.8 million views, right? They're not pinned on theirs, selling Kiala, okay? 3.9 million views, 3.9 million views, right? These are all like affiliates doing their thing. And as you may notice, TikTok Shop, or TikTok in general as a platform, doesn't matter what race or ethnicity you are, okay? Doesn't matter about your gender, though apparently women do better, frankly, but men still can do quite well. Doesn't matter if you're classically like a sexy or you aren't considered good looking or you don't think you're good looking. There's people of all body shapes, sizes, ethnicities, everything. And there's AI videos that crush it as well. Like I have one, let's see if I can find this example here. I don't want to go too deep down this rabbit hole, but I don't know where I saved it to. Basically, there's like these faceless narrator kind of videos that can do really well too. Like, let me see. I think there was a CMOS video. Let me see if I find it if I search it real quick, okay? So you can see. I can't find it here in the search. That's okay. Shows you all this content. I wonder if this one, they just stitched that in. That's fine. Okay, 7.9 million views, all right?
Want a bigger snake? Take ashwagandha. Want to increase your muscle mass? Take sea moss. Want thicker hair? Take black seed oil. Feeling low on
Okay, 7.9 million views. They probably made, 6 figures in commissions off of that video. And it's just like AI images and an AI voiceover with some music in the background, which anybody can make. All right, so just want you to see that there's different styles. Now, back to, and by the way, probably more people would do this, but they don't know how, but it's not hard. Back to Kiala, right? Back to Kiala Nutrition though. So you've just got videos like that. So I'm like, all right, let me look at these guys, right? Let me go look at their website. Like their website, I'm on desktop, I know that, but mobile, right? Okay, benefits, some social proof, products, save 25% if you subscribe and save, lots of happy customers. Look at their FAQs, okay? What do they taste like? They're refreshing, smooth, and full of flavor. What do they help with? Literally not even copy here. What's the best way to take my greens? What time to take it? Like, okay, so FAQs, and then that's it for this homepage, okay? Right, it's literally benefits, some social proof, reviews, more social proof, FAQs. Then, I'm like, oh, maybe the product copy is gonna, maybe it's like the product pages have more copy. So check it out. Here's watermelon, right? You've got these images that aren't even that easy to see. And you just got reviews. Benefits, the same benefits from the homepage. FAQs. That's it. Their whole website has virtually zero copy. But on TikTok alone, if I go look at their different products, right, like the watermelon one we just looked at, all of that, like how much has it been doing, okay? This is total revenue. I don't know what period, but really it's probably just like the last like 6 months or something like that. 3 million, 3.24 million, 900,000, right? And some of these ones are smaller SKUs. That's just from TikTok Shop based on this the spy tool. But you're still talking about like almost like $10 million in revenue over not that long a period of time. And they're doing all of that. So if you're a brand, I hope you're paying attention, right? Because they're doing all of that without no VSLs, no video ads, no anything, right? It's literally like their website sucks. It's like straight up on TikTok Shop, having people who are TikTok Shop affiliates just talk about it, get the discount, click, that's it. So if you're a copywriter, and this is happening right now, do you see why the need for your services is going to go down? Like, yeah, people could use help writing scripts, but why would you not consider writing scripts for yourself and being an affiliate for not just Kiala Greens, but a lot of these products? And so if I go over here, this is another competitive spy tool called Calo Data. I don't know how you pronounce it. Okay. Sorry, let me go back to the page for this. Where can I go? Maybe category of product. Okay, so this here is a $1.5 million in how long? Since May 3rd? Let's look at it. 15-day gut cleanse. They're paying a commission of $14 to $20. For the last 6 days, it's done $1 million in revenue, which means, and these are people, right, who this is what they've generated in revenue, like with their videos, okay? So 135,000, 130,000, 87,000, 58,000. This is not their affiliate commission, but this is how much revenue they've done for this product in the last, like 15 days, okay? Or not, like 6 days, sorry. And so like, and you can see other stuff they promoted too, like they promoted the scale, other things like that as well, okay? So like, what do these videos look like? Well, I'm gonna show you, give me 1 second. Okay, so this is like a saved one. These are just some other ones, okay? Like 342,000, 191,000, 188,000. This is just like a certain search. This isn't even like all the top ones. So like, what does the video look like?
I'm just saying, but there are no two hands that can do what this foot massage is doing to my feet right now. Literally heat, compression, and massage on another level. I wish you could see the inside of what's going on. I'm sorry, but you are never going to have to beg your husband for a foot massage ever again with this. There are no two hands that can do what this is doing.
And so on the actual video, right? Sorry, I'm gonna make that big. So we can view it on TikTok. Look at all the engagement, all that kind of stuff. And basically, if you watch on mobile, TikTok Shop, little banner pops up at the bottom. Click here to buy it, her affiliate link. So, say she's making about a 20% commission, revenue $342,000. So it's probably $60,000 or $70,000 from this video. That's mind blowing. That should sink in. Again, I'm not selling you anything in this video. So I'm not saying but I'm not saying you're going to make $70,000 from a video. But it's like right now, if you can go on TikTok Shop and shoot videos like this, right? She can show her face on her fucking feet. And make these kinds of commissions, then like, why would you not, compared to being a copywriter and trying to get good at copy and trying to get clients and grinding for the next 6 or 9 or 12 months for something where there's going to be less clients and AI is going to replace more and more copywriters, it doesn't make sense. To me, for now, this makes a lot more sense to try this out. It doesn't mean guaranteed probability of success, but it does mean, I think it's a higher probability than really making good money as a copywriter, unless you just love copy so much. If you're truly passionate about copy, cool. But even then, your AI is going to replace you. And you can get good with AI. And by the way, you still can use copy if you love copy for these types of videos. You can think of hooks. You can, there's a structure. You can write scripts, test different stuff out, especially if you're not going to be on camera. Although I think being on camera is good. But if you don't want to be on camera, you can do it like as like faceless narrator. You got to write copy for it. But I don't understand, like, to me, I would look at that. And so I guess that's towards the end of this video, because I know it's already really long and people have short attention spans and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to explain a couple of things in it. I wanted to explain why I would become a copywriter in 2024, and what I would do instead, which is probably TikTok Shop. Again, my wife's doing it actively. My cousin's wife is doing it. I'm probably going to mess around with it too, because why not, just for fun. And I'm going to sell a course on it next week, but that's not why I'm doing this content, right? Like, I don't care. I don't care about the course. Like, truly, I just think this is a better probability of success for the average person right now. And I guess real quick too, what about the TikTok ban, right? What about they're going to ban TikTok? It's like, well, it's a divestiture. Could get banned. It's going to go to the Supreme Court. If it does happen, it's probably not going to happen for like another, 6 to 12 to 24 months. Maybe they will divest. There's also like the thing is you could like my wife signed up 2 days ago. She's going live now, right? Like you can if you know what you're doing, that is why I'm selling the course, because it's like to shorten the time frame, right? But if you're smart, you don't need figure it out on your own, whatever. I don't care. Point is, you can be doing this in the next 2 days. So who cares what happens in 6 months from now if you can have a lot of success today, right? Okay, so that's number one. Like why I want to become a copywriter, what I would do instead in 2024. Number two. For business owners, if you want to understand why the landscape's changing, this is part of the reason why. There's a whole other ways to sell too, like with Facebook and doing like a 8 to 12 minute kind of mini VSL. You test 100 different kind of hooks or openings in front of it. You find one that works. You scale that to 3 million plus per month. You go to an advertorial or just to a landing page, down on your landing page. That's like the model that works, right? Besides like top page of ClickBank for aggressive ass offers, like that's the model that generally works. Of course, Golden Hippos, Gundry MD is doing like a long form. Yeah, cool. Yeah, they've been doing it for years. You're not Gundry MD. VShred, has some long stuff. Like, sure, I'm not saying that it can't be done the other way, but it's less, probability is lower. It's harder to do. It's more expensive. The economics are worse. That's just not the way for most people trying to sell direct-to-consumer physical products. And then there's this that's looming, which is, again, you got a brand like Cala Greens where the CMOS people, stuff like that. It's like they're doing like, pretty insane numbers without even having a website, essentially, right? The most basic ass website. So I want to explain that too, because it explains, I think, why a lot of people, there's a whole shift happening, right? And that's, I guess, number three is like, why as a copywriter are, you're going to have to do fewer jobs and what AI is going to be doing and already is doing as well. But to me, there's also more opportunity because, again, TikTok Shop is still pretty early on. When I was in Shop Plus, let me go back to the dashboard. I thought it was here. Let me see if I can find this page. Basically, the amount of revenue generated on TikTok Shop and Ecom in the past 7 days, 84.94 million per week is not bad. But frankly, if you look at the amount of stuff that like actual transactions that happen globally, it's still kind of early days. You can see the top places, skincare, all of these things. So you can see how it's been, let's see, I guess the 8th was a big day, right? Sales revenue, what is that? It's a billion. Actually, I don't know what I'm looking at. What's that? That's revenue for, maybe it's 510 billion revenue. I don't know what else I'm looking at there. All I know is that it's still early days though, because most people are not on TikTok Shop right now. So I don't know, I'm gonna stop the video now. Like I said, I'm sure some people are gonna be all pissed off. They're gonna say I'm saying this because I want to sell them courses about AI and TikTok. They're gonna get mad because they're gonna be like, but I love copywriting. It's like, cool, great. They're gonna be like, what about the TikTok ban? Because they didn't watch the end of this video. It's like, well, figure it out. I'm more interested in building and scaling things, like including on TikTok Shop as an offer owner. But I also feel like I want to try to help people, and so I had to make this video. So, all right, I'm stopping here. Thank you for watching, for those of you who did watch this long, and goodbye.